So do I drop a rat down on her?
I think that's the move. Oh!
Oh my god!
Ratatouille! Red
Okay,
streaming.
Should I get chimed so she notices the rat?
Probably.
Well, having a good time, are we, little rodent? Pish posh! Sweet dreams are made of these!
Oh! She killed him! And now we can go into the rat and go back 4 minutes before he died.
God, I hope so.
And ghost trick him.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Ghost Trick with an actual lawyer. I'm your host, Zach, joined by Jason.
I don't have anything, but Wes is not here for now, and I will have to do my best for voice acting. He asked me to carry on his legacy for the time being.
Okay. And, of course, our actual lawyer, Prij.
Good evening, everyone.
Folks, if you like this stream, you can catch it and more on twitch.tv/SaveDataTeam. We stream several nights a week. And if you wanted to support us, head over to patreon.com/SaveDataTeam. Throw us a couple bucks. Just $2 a month gets you access to every single VOD of the game, of everything we do, as well as $5 and $10 levels get you access to vote on what games we play each month, as well as get your name included in the Patreon wrap. Thank 'em, gotta thank 'em all. Gotta thank 'em all, our Patreons! Vagabond, Les, Bandicoot Commando, Cud, Dave, Shadownavi, and Sofino, HSM, Ern, Sunayama, Antelester, Kevin, Asian, and Alucha. Shout out to Jacob, Bell, Taco Sensei, Arky, Forensic, Beck, Nicole, and Mystic Woody. Dessert Boy Man, Elijah Sly, Rick Rat, Katja, Traveling in a Box, and Snowcats, Naruko Yangi, and Fulfilla, Written Word, Shade the Punisher, Sibylla! Thank 'em, gotta thank 'em all. Gotta thank 'em all, our Patreons! Victor Am says, the Patreon rap is going to be #1 on my Spotify Wrapped. That's great.
Pretty good.
Okay. Just for our own sanity, well, this is the recap, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is
okay, great.
The recap.
Well then, Prij, give us that sweet recap.
The Justice Minister's daughter has been abducted. The kidnappers demand the execution of the death row prisoner Zhao to be carried out tonight. Lynn says the execution is a mistake, and I believe her. So I'm paying the kidnappers' hideout a visit to see what I can find out about the abduction.
Oh, this is me! Hey! I got legs. What took you so long?
Fuck, what voice was I doing for this
You were
guy?
going like some like gremlin kind of dude. I don't. Dude,
I think it was like a. Your instinct was right, beauty, my dear.
that was it.
That was
Yeah,
it.
that was
Okay,
it.
great.
That was
Okay,
it.
great.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Well, I guess. They had that restaurant surrounded. It took me forever to shake 'em, and now my poor bike is ready for the scrap heap.
Oh my god, I'm so
I
tall.
love how much taller she is than him.
Yeah.
Next time, maybe you should make it a tricycle so you don't hurt yourself.
I gotta find me a woman that looks at me like she does to him. Ouch! That hurts, beauty. But that's okay. That's what I love about you. Uh-oh.
Oh, stricken!
It didn't do a thing.
Be a little more gentle with our valuable hostage, please.
Yes. Always keep a smile on a lady's face. Right, my dear? There. See that, beauty? Now there's a smile blooming on your face too, my dear.
Yes. A wry smile. I'm going out for a breath of fresh air. You are on guard duty.
All right. I'll dream of you until your return.
Well, don't fall asleep if you're on guard, duty.
Why don't you open the trunk for our guest?
Now, who do you think's in the trunk? I will, Beauty. I was just taking a little breather.
It's probably Carbonari.
It's Jod.
It's Jowd.
Jowd
fits in there.
All of his body.
Just open this giant dude just rolls out.
All right, little lady. Let me open that trunk for you. That's some banger music here.
Yeah, what the?
Boy, he's just gonna fall asleep. Beauty.
Wow, he really is going to fall asleep. It looks like the Justice Minister's daughter really has been kidnapped. And something else is bothering me too.
I can't read.
I can't read. I don't know what darkness is. I don't think I've ever been to this room before, but something about it is giving me a strange sense of deja vu. I've seen something like this before.
Yeah, I know people are saying they still can't hear the music. I'm trying to boost it.
So,
yeah, we've had this problem every time we play the game. But basically the game is super loud for Prij.
I'll sum it up.
And it's y'all can see it.
Prij is playing it on his. If we turn it up on his, he gets deafened. And another one of our save data members losing a sense would be very detrimental to the team.
Yeah.
So we try to avoid that when possible. Except when, my smell lost. We didn't. Yeah, correct. Oh, my bad. Yes. So yeah, sorry, we're trying to work on the audio. It's actually very difficult to balance. Also, the layout of the game is a little off.
I'm trying, y'all.
No, you're good. You're good.
Is the layout of the game off?
Yes. Slightly.
Oh yeah, I guess you can't entirely see the dot next to the word telephone.
Yeah.
I think if I shrink it though, it's not going to fit with the layout.
Not gonna fit,
It looks like it's the top screen that's the issue.
Yeah, so if I shrinky dink, it doesn't fit on the top.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
That's not that bad.
Looks better. It looks better.
Yeah. All right. Ooh, burn brighter.
Shine bright like a diamond.
I can open this door. Okay, that could probably knock something. Whenever I possess a door like this, for some reason I get the urge to send something flying with it. These ghost tricks are kind of addictive.
Prij, when did you become Sissel IRL, by the way? You slowly but surely merged into this guy.
I'm always Sissel.
Always have been. Okay.
Oh, nice. I can burn the place down.
Yeah. I just heard the snoring sound effect for the first time.
Okay. Well, that did something. I already did something.
Yeah, you loosened the star. Reach for the stars.
Ooh, I can swing. Okay, so I can swing that.
Can you swing this one? Uh-huh.
What a stupid cheesy.
Well, I'm going to need to, because I'm probably not getting anywhere else.
Shoot for the moon, because if you miss, you'll land.
Oh!
Nice.
Prij, you're a star.
Nope. Definitely can't reach down there.
Okay.
Oh.
You can eventually get to the right side.
Okay, yeah, I can.
Stretch.
Oh, baby.
Lower.
Okay.
It looks like you're gonna have to do something with the clock up there, and maybe. Oh.
Can't reach my destination from here.
Wow, thanks, Sissel.
No.
Wow, thanks,
nothing.
Sissel.
Great, nothing. I can raise that again. I can move this candle sconce.
Oh,
do you think if the candle knocks the shelf, yeah, maybe?
And this mantle block.
Okay.
Let's see what moving this does.
Okay.
Just tilt it slightly. This is one of those things you light with fire, isn't it? Do you not know what candles are? As long as there's light in the room. Is something like this really necessary? But if something can be lit, it kind of makes me want to light it.
Sister on that pyromaniac grind.
Wait, was I an arsonist? I need another core to reach the trunk and open it. I wonder if I can create a new core.
Destroy the satellite's core.
Alright, what does this do?
Okay.
Okay, that's pretty lame. The shelf is suspended by very thin cords. They look like they are about to break. I bet it'd be quite a spectacle if they fell. If something can break, it kind of makes me want to break.
Wow,
That's good. That's
Sissel.
good.
That's why I like to break people's bones.
And hearts.
And hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
Always.
I get the feeling I'm going to need to get fire.
Over there.
All the way over here.
Candle. What's down? Can you get down to the lower part of the floor?
That's the next thing I'm trying to wonder.
Okay.
Because I'm not getting to it from over here. But there was the option to make this spin faster, so I want to see what that does.
Might break it, yeah, or something like that.
Or fling the star. Oh. Oh, it's going to push the ball, which will let you hit it with the door.
Okay.
Yep, you can, and then you can hit the door. The problem is I have no idea where that ball is going after you hit it.
Yeah.
We never do. We never do. This game's
because the physics sometimes are like, wow, it could go that far. Like,
yeah, the physics sometimes us like launching a globe like 30 feet or something.
Yeah, the physics in these games are like, you know, you put a body on a cord, you can throw it across a bridge. It's fine.
Hey, Shu Takumi, never had a great not the greatest physicist. A ball that rolls off of a table. If something can roll, it makes me want to roll it.
Sissel has a fucking one-track brain this chapter.
I've already seen something like this once already tonight. I wonder if this ball does.
It rolls, Sissel.
Why is this game acting like this is the tutorial level?
Yeah.
It's like it's like you might want to hit things.
I feel like
burn things.
Sissel has regressed ever since he's been a ghost. I don't know if that's on purpose.
Well, he did forget his memories, so
yeah, that's true.
Okay.
That accomplished nothing.
Hey, at least Lynn's not dead as of now.
He didn't die at all last episode, and I was shocked.
Yeah. I mean, Lynn will definitely make up for it at some point.
Oh, you're gonna catch on fire. Yeah, that's
okay.
Smart.
Good thinking. Good thinking.
I don't know if that's going to work, but let me try.
You don't have anything else right now, I'm pretty sure, though, unless you can get to the ball.
Come on, Prij, light my fire.
You know that would be untrue.
Oh, no! Okay. Oh, it just said Isaac Newton walks so Shu Takumi can run.
I mean...
Yeah, I mean, you can't get to the other stuff below, so...
Yeah, this is that. So moving the tennis ball in.
Can you get to, hold on? Can you get to the?
You can get to the ball, I bet.
Can you get to the box and then to the doll and then to the ball?
Oh yeah, I can. Never mind.
Okay.
You're right.
Actually, just grab that guy's soul and then move him. I don't know. Seems metal to me.
Body.
Fuck, the ball can't do anything. Can you get to the thing? Oh, yeah, but that's huge.
First, real quickly.
Yeah, see if you can,
I can
do
fire
it.
Hoppers!
Okay.
Cake box. And,
oh.
So I got lots of party poppers.
Will the party popper wake him up?
Well, I want to see what I'm gonna do with this first.
Go
what
higher.
Can this do?
Oh. Get you back up to where you need to be. Wait, you can't even trick.
No, yeah, I can't do anything during that.
Probably lift something up, I would guess.
Can you knock him out?
All right, boys. What party popper am I firing first?
I go to far left.
Yeah, far left would be my guess.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what
If
happens.
you wake him up, try to move to the fan and jump him, you know?
Oh,
we roping.
okay. It did wake him up, but he sucks, so.
Just my imagination.
Running away with me.
Just my imagination. That's all he has to say.
Okay.
If he was any more laid back, he'd fall right off that crate.
God, this looks sassy, man.
Well, look at that streamer going round and look at that streamer go spinning round and round.
No!
Now, how can I make use of that?
Holy shit, 15 bits saying any update on that Popper sponsorship. Oh damn, you can't trick with the I bet if you spin it faster, it'll go wide enough to catch flame.
Get the flame. I was just starting to think that as well.
I wonder. Yeah. Calderman cheered 3 bits saying the beauty is taller than the wrestling champ Veronica Villenzy.
100%.
And Holicha gifted a sub to Hector. Thank you. No, Pharrell.
Look how close that is to catching on fire.
Do I need to make it burn brighter
You
than
probably
get there
do.
in
You
time?
probably do.
Oh my god.
That's mildly brutal, actually.
Yeah, it's a little brutal. It's a little brutal.
That's ghost trick, man.
Oh, I think you paused.
Oh, you've got the one cycle.
The Prij 1 cycle.
The speedrunner extraordinaire.
Oh
my god, this is so dangerous.
Yeah. Okay.
Just literally.
So the problem is,
Okay, and then we lost the popper. Okay,
That's fine.
But I don't know what the other popper does.
We got a second one though.
The other popper probably attaches to the fan, I would assume, and that's how you probably get the fire all the way to the top candle. It probably attaches to the fan
or the
and
wheel
it
thing.
swings. Yeah, it goes to the wheel thing, and then it goes all the way to the right, the star.
Yeah, we probably just have to do the same process again, just with this fire.
Yeah.
Oh no, I can't make this one burn. Okay.
No. I'm saying the popper will attach to that wheel thing.
Yeah.
You have to. Yeah.
I just thought I was gonna have to make this fire burn brighter too.
Yeah.
But we launched the other popper then.
We
pop it,
folks. We popping.
Oh my god, that's way.
This guy doesn't. Oh, okay, he did wake up. Just my imagination.
I did not expect the popper to do that.
Just my imagination, is all I have to say. What an amazingly simple fellow.
Hey.
This room, on the other hand, is starting to look amazingly festive. The question is, how can I use it to my advantage? Alright, now, obviously, what happens when we spin this sucker? Now it's got a streamer attached to it.
I bet it gets high enough that it catches fire.
Is this gonna...
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Burn the candle. Candle's gonna burn that thing.
It's gonna
the
drop
gonna
the
fall,
lock.
Knocks the box. Yeah. Oh.
I was just gonna wake him up and be like, oh yeah, I should open the crate. Just my imagination. Still.
No, now I can get to the crate, though.
Oh.
Nice. John, we gotta let him out. He can't breathe in there.
Is he asleep? Alright, he's asleep. What do we got?
Wait, that wasn't that easy?
Oh, she's just
I
reading
like
a
how
book.
she's just
Yeah.
like chilling.
It's so good.
She's straight chilling in there.
Who voiced this? Was it me? Oh my god.
Yeah, I think you did.
It
Camilla.
was because you did the dog.
Yeah.
She don't even give a fuck.
Uh-huh.
It's amazing. What in the... What's going on here? This little lady is...
From several streams ago.
Yes, a long months.
Is this little lady really a daughter of the Justice Minister?
No.
Okay. She's just fucking chilling there.
Huh? Just my imagination.
What? What just happened? What's with the fun book and juice?
Like I said, always keep a smile on a lady's face. I wanted to treat our guest well. This was definitely my idea.
How about treating me well? I'd like some bread and milk, please.
At your service, my dear. Be back in a flash.
I'm a tier 3 sub for you.
Hey. I cannot remember what I fucking did for her.
It's a thing where I don't think you did your typical girl voice, but
no,
I don't
I
know.
Did. It was soft. It was really soft.
Yeah.
Hey, mister.
It's great.
Mister.
Yes, cute little lady. More juice, perhaps. All you have to do is ask.
Oh. Have I been kidnapped?
Wait, are you not aware?
I don't know where I am.
I don't know what kidnapping is.
Don't cry, little dear. There's nothing to be afraid of. The surroundings are miserable and filthy, I know, but we just ask for a little patience.
Don't say those awful things about this house. This house is where I used to live. Oh.
I do remember that. What? What? I apologize, little lady. I'm the one who's miserable and filthy. Forgive me. What's the meaning of this, beauty? Why here, at this girl's old house?
Don't ask me. It was the other party in our deal to choose this location.
Oh, I see.
It's been empty for 5 years, and apparently nobody ever comes here. But never mind that. What about my bread and my chocolate milk?
Oh, of course. Now, you be a good girl while I'm gone.
You're not my real dad.
You just read your book and drink your juice. I want to go home. Not quite yet. The party's just begun.
This dilapidated place was Camilla's old house? What's going on here?
Good time.
I forget. Has Camilla died yet in the game? No, right?
No, because only Missile died in that scene.
So we can't talk to her then.
Yeah, we were able to hide her under the couch.
She has a core.
What in the world?
Oh shit.
Maybe he'll mention that. Well, there you go.
Well, there we go.
I did not remember that when I made that joke. Just to be clear.
Why does the little lady have a core of the dead?
I'm shocked too, Sissel.
Okay.
Department, she didn't have one. So that must mean she must have died. But then how is she up to? Is there someone else ghost tricking?
Might be.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
She must have died sometime after that. And it also means somebody else must have saved her.
Oh, okay. Thank you for confirming that right away, Sissel.
I better ask her what happened.
It's not entirely out of the realm of having another ghost tricker. Let's be real.
Oh, for sure.
I wonder what the little lady is reading tonight.
It's just
I'd find out.
It's just a picture of a flower. It's just a picture of a flower.
Yeah. Inside, it's just more pictures of flowers.
It's the flower from Tiny Kong's overalls. Right
wow,
there.
Good cut. Yeah.
An exciting adventure story, maybe? Although she's already getting quite a bit of excitement for one day.
Yeah, Sissel, she fucking died. Like,
He died, man.
Somewhere along the way, Camilla must have died. What could have happened to her? I'd better ask her. Could it be there's someone else with the powers of the dead besides me?
Man.
oh, shit. That'd be a pretty good plot twist.
Talk.
Who's there? Oh, wait a minute. Is that you? Missile! Missile!
I'm sorry. I'm not Missile. My name's Sissel.
Sissel? My name's Camilla.
Camilla. So it is her. I knew it.
What do you mean? Did you not know it was her? Like, was there any doubt?
What happened to me? What is this place?
I can hardly tell the poor little thing I'm sorry. I can hardly tell the poor little thing that this is the land of the dead.
The dead? Does that mean I'm dead?
I forgot there are no secrets in the ghost world. You can relax. You're not dead. But this isn't the first time you've been here, apparently.
Really? Don't remember. Wait a minute. Maybe I do remember. Sort of.
You do? It looks like she doesn't remember being saved very well. So there's some other dead person out there with special powers, eh? Anyway, I don't want to pressure her if she doesn't remember dying. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about something else?
Sissel, she's a child, please.
Sure. It's Sissy.
What'd you call me?
Sissy, eh?
Lynn asked me to do something for her tonight.
I know about that part. She asked you to go to the chicken kitchen on Dead End Drive, right?
Yeah, but I never got there. Now I wish I could say I'm sorry to her. I never should have gone to that park, or through that park. Oh no.
The park.
What part?
Park. Thamesick Park. It's a shortcut to Dead End Drive.
Is that where the kidnappers grabbed you?
Yeah, Lynn always said, I don't like the park! Scary things happen there!
Thamesick Park, eh?
What am I gonna do? Lynn's gonna be so mad at me.
She is? How come?
'Cause I left it there. A music box in the park.
That's right. The music box.
Man.
That music box was hidden in the apartment. I finally found it, and with a little bit of luck and courage, guess where it was?
I don't know. Where? I'll pretend I don't know.
She can hear you.
You know, I can hear you.
Fuck!
You don't have to humor me.
Fuck! Oops. So, what happened to the music box?
I hid it in the bushes at the park just before it happened.
Just before? Oh, just before you were kidnapped, huh?
I didn't want the bad man to take it, so I hid it. I bet it's still there in the park.
You did well. So the music box is in the park. I better let Lynn know.
What's the over-under that Lynn's dead?
It's pretty high, actually, at this point.
Pretty
It's been a long time, so.
Yeah.
This is your old house?
Yup.
this is where we lived until 5 years ago. But now I live with Lynn and Missile, the best dog.
Yeah.
Lynn is like a big sister to you, isn't she?
Yup, she's a detective, you know? She's a hero.
All cops are bastards, kid. Wait.
Damn.
Also, she murdered me. She is, huh? By the way, about your father.
My father.
Is he the justice minister?
My father is gone.
Gone? Maybe he passed away. Sissel, she can hear you, damn it!
Yeah.
No, that's not it. My dad, he's going to die, and it's all because of me.
Dun dun dun. What? What do you mean, because of me? Why would you say that?
Because I'm going to kill him.
It's called an execution. My dad is a detective.
Bum, bum, bum!
Oh!
No way! Don't tell me your father is Detective Roly-Poly Jow.
That's right.
What in the world? It's like all the cast of characters in this small game
Are
are connected.
related.
Yeah. There's like maybe 20 people, but they're all brothers somehow.
And that's not it. The chicken girl is my sister. 5 years ago, something really bad happened. Like a scary dream, but it wasn't a dream.
5 years ago. That murder case.
Oh!
I was just gonna say the murder case.
It was Mom's birthday that day. My mom and dad were working, and I was home by myself. And then I had an idea. I was going to surprise my mom. I set up that contraption. No, not the...
That gun contraption thing. That killed us in one
Maybe.
chapter.
Mom.
Camilla! Why is it dark? Huh? Oh my god! It is like
Wait,
oh my god!
Camilla,
Are you
fucking
kidding me?
Camilla, secret
Are you
murder
kidding me?
mastermind.
you're fucking me.
I was fucking joking.
Wait.
What was
You're
that
fucking
noise?
me.
Oh my god! This.
The DL6 incident has fucking nothing on this.
I still can't believe it happened. I wasn't supposed to work like that.
I'm sorry.
Wait, so you
I'm sorry.
were trying to gun down your mom on her birthday?
What?
Also, why does everyone just keep antique pistols around
Yeah,
everywhere?
no, man.
Huge Chekhov fans.
Chekhov's antique pistol framed on a wall.
Uh-huh.
I know that contraption. It killed Lynn. That means indirectly you've killed Lynn too.
Good job, kid.
When will your murderous rampage stop? I know that. I know that contraption. And I know how it was supposed to work. Party poppers and a cake. A birthday message.
My dad told me not to tell anybody. Just to leave it to... Oh. Just leave it to
me.
He said.
Thanks for the assist.
My dad wanted to be executed. He asked him for it.
Camilla, remind me to never tell you my birthday.
But I wanted to tell everybody it was my fault.
Never allowed to be in charge of party planning. She is a liability.
My dad said what I saw was a bad dream. He told me to forget it.
It's pretty hard to forget.
Jesus.
This is also unbelievably tragic.
So did somebody ghost trick the device to blow up then instead of what it was supposed to do? I guess it has to be, right?
I mean, I desperately want that to be true because if this is the plot twist, it's very stupid. So I very much want there to be something else.
It's just wildly dark for Camilla to rig a thing to accidentally kill her mom. Yeah.
Right.
Or
so I'm going to hope. I'm going
Yeah.
to hope that there was an evil ghost tricker going around doing something because that is just again kind of a stupid plot twist.
An evil ghost tricker.
Evil ghost tricker.
I'm Nega Sissel.
That's me. This little lady is Detective Chowd's daughter? Just can't tell her.
Buddy.
I can't. Sissel!
Buddy.
I can't
She
tell
knows.
her why she was kidnapped.
She knows.
Why was I kidnapped? I want to know!
God, I'm so stupid. Oops.
Well, whatever I do, I shouldn't tell her that.
There are no secrets in the ghost world. Yeah, you reminded yourself that like
Sissel.
8 times already.
Sissel.
Maybe we better stop talking. It's too dangerous.
What?
Good.
Sissy,
The fuck you call me?
you're not gonna talk to me anymore.
I think we'd better get you out of here first. We can talk more after that.
Okay, but
I'm going to rescue you now. Just hold on a little longer, alright?
ellipses. Okay, but we'll talk again later, right? Right? Don't forget, you promised me, sissy!
God damn it.
New info has been added.
Hooray.
Yeah.
Yay.
So, but you're 5 bit saying Sissel keeps forgetting she can read his text box.
What took you so long?
The bread and milk store was out of bread and milk.
I traveled the entire town in search of the finest bread and milk for you, my dear. But it's late, and all the shops are closed.
We're leaving this place right now.
What? But he's not here yet. If we couldn't meet at the restaurant, weren't we supposed to meet here?
Yeah, and he's the one who chose this location.
I don't like this one bit. We have to run around doing all this extra work, all for the sake of his deal.
Be quiet. Silence. It can't be helped. This place is too dangerous. I told you, my sixth sense is very strong.
All right. As you wish, beauty.
I know part of it is the way that the dude's standing,
Uh-huh.
but it also makes it look like he's dummy thick. If you look at his little picture in the bottom right,
Yeah.
it makes him look like he's dummy thick.
I keep trying to do ghost tricks, but my ass is too dummy thick and beauty keeps hearing me.
I feel it. I sense something. Is it your thickness? Oh.
Gotta get up. Come on, get down with my thickness.
Is somebody there? Can you hear me?
Is she talking to me?
I can sense your presence, you know. The next time I sense you, this child will die.
Damn.
Remember that.
The name's Mitsurugi.
Remember?
Don't cry.
I like the idea this woman just shouts, "Hey, ghosts, if you're here, get the fuck out or else I'll kill this girl. If I think there's a ghost, I'm gonna kill this girl."
All right.
I actually have no sixth sense. I'm just fucking crazy.
All right. We're leaving.
Pardon me, little lady. Time to recline your seat.
No, the book!
The book!
Her only reading material!
No!
You can pick that up.
Cannot be comfortable in there.
No. Oh no.
Oh, we were in the book too. Shit.
Oh yeah. All of a sudden, sorry, this is my cop noir.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I'm left behind alone. Alone in the room that stole that little lady's smile away 5 years ago. The little lady is gone. The little lady is gone now, leaving me with only a few new facts. A few very heavy, very sad facts. Does Lynn know about all this? One other thing stands out in my mind. I can sense your presence. The sum of that kidnapper's final words.
Actually, it was all right. We're leaving.
Do those two know? Do the kidnappers know about the powers of the dead? Yeah.
Well. Well,
That's gonna do it for tonight.
All right, guys.
Hope you enjoyed that 40 minutes of streaming.
Uh-huh.
We out.
The shortest stream Save Data Team has ever done.
No, that would be the Mario Party stream.
Fuck you.
I mean, he's not wrong
That
though.
was 2 hours of nothing.
And we're gonna try it again. What? Are we trying it again soon?
Next
Yeah,
week
maybe.
should be.
Next week, maybe.
Yeah.
Something.
Shout out to Sophie.
It looks like the kidnappers made a big mistake. The girl in the trunk was Detective Zhao's daughter, Camilla, not the minister's daughter. Yeah, we don't ever get an explanation how they made that mistake.
Yeah.
When I got back to the Justice Minister's office, things were getting even more out of hand. This devastated man was being grilled by the fiery detective lady. I told Lynn what I had found out about the kidnapping, that it wasn't the Justice Minister's daughter who had been abducted. That the kidnapper had been holed up in Camilla's old house, and that they had sensed my presence and were already gone.
But Camilla? Why do they have Camilla? Her father isn't a stupid old justice minister. Duh!
I think the stupid old part is a little uncalled for.
I don't know, Sissel. I think he's pretty stupid and pretty old, so.
It looks like the kidnappers made a mistake somehow.
The poor girl, kidnapped for ransom of her own father's execution. It's just too much.
It's a cruel twist of fate. I agree. With this very...
Yeah.
It's a cruel twist of fate.
Yeah.
I agree.
Laissez-faire, Sissel.
And then there are those other twists, too. Like the kidnappers winding up in and using Camilla's old house as their hideout.
There's no way it could be just a coincidence.
And them sensing my presence. Well, she does. He doesn't know shit, dude.
Yeah.
They seem to know about the powers of the dead.
I just don't understand any of it.
Oh, it's me. I told you before, Detective. I want you to stand back.
No. Who cares about distance at a time like this? Look, Mr. Minister! It wasn't your daughter that was kidnapped.
Don't try to pretend you didn't hear what we were saying.
Ah! How can I believe in you? I'm a realist.
And I'm a ghost.
Please! If you don't believe what we say, see for yourself. Just call home, man.
I tried calling 100 times. My wife won't answer.
She won't.
It's complicated. Oh, why does life have to be such a complicated thing?
But if she doesn't answer, doesn't that mean everything's normal?
It doesn't prove it. And I'm being watched. I can't have the police go check for me. Besides, if the execution isn't carried out tonight, the hostage will be killed. What difference does it make if it's not my daughter?
Well, that's a somewhat noble sentiment.
Yeah. That's got to be Cabanela.
That's gotta be.
Ooh-wee, that's quite a pickle, Mr. Minister. Quite a pickle.
Yeah.
Good call.
Miss me, baby. Inspector Cabanela.
You said it like it was like taking the head off the monster in Scooby-Doo. And they're like, whoa, Inspector Cabanela.
Inspector Cabanela.
It's Professor Hyde White. I have a little report for you, Mr. Minister. The escaped prisoner has been apprehended. Thought you might like to see him, so here he is.
You brought a criminal wanted for murder into the justice
Into
minister's
your
office.
office, baby.
If we can say it's kind of like a machine gun.
Yeah.
Detective
Ah!
Jowd! Detective Jowd! I'm so sorry. I tried. I know you're innocent. I just can't prove it. I'm so sorry.
Lynn, please, don't apologize to me.
The beautiful love between teacher and student. It brings a tear to my eye.
Platonic love. Good time.
Time to walk into a room where you can literally talk to half the people.
I know, right?
Lynn doesn't know
really
anything.
Know that Jowd is innocent. She just believes it from the bottom of her heart. The execution of the kidnapping are real threats, and time marches on. I'll gather information, see if I can think of something. This all relates back to me somehow. I just know it.
Ghost trick. It's time to kill the
Thanks, my beliefs,
minister.
everyone.
Wow, Prij. I didn't expect Prij would be a nationalist here, but sure.
This brave little toaster,
Yeah.
water pitcher,
Yeah.
saved the Justice Minister's life. He drank all of the water, so now it's empty.
Wow.
I think he should get it refilled. You never know when another fit may visit.
What? Ah.
Can you imagine Sissel giving out life tips as a fucking ghost, by the way?
I'm a life coach.
I'm dead.
Hi, I'm Sissel. I'm a life coach. I may be a ghost.
Watch what happens.
Oh, my poor Amelie. Is she all right?
Actually, the girl who was kidnapped is named Camilla.
Why is my dream talking to me in my head again?
Wait a minute. Amelie.
What?
Could that be Amelie next door?
Yes, I think so.
Wow, I didn't know the Justice Minister lived next door!
No, not me. My wife, it's complicated.
I don't know how much she weighs, and it nags on me. It nags on me endlessly.
I'll never
How much
know.
does she weigh? Yeah, I bet it would be pretty hard to admit she left him. And this game is very anti-wife.
The minister's wife ran away on him? Wow!
Anti-wife.
Maybe they grew apart with, him being so busy.
Yeah, I bet you're right.
Please stop gossiping about me inside my own head. That's rough, buddy. I hate that you have to like click. Can you get around him?
Nah, I just probably have to see what this conversation is.
You knew, didn't you, Inspector Cabanella? You knew that the execution was tonight. I don't believe I had any obligation to tell you. And you're fine with this? I mean, you know as well as I do, Detective Jout could never have done such a thing. Ha ha ha! Oh, come on now, baby! I know no such thing. Huh? I know 2 things to be true, and 2 things only. 2. 1, he was given the death penalty, and 2, he tried to escape. What else could I but haul him in, baby? If that's the case, why did you bring him here? Whatever do you mean, young lady?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not police protocol to bring an escaped convict to the Justice Minister's office. That seems weird. Like, you probably should have taken him back to jail.
He escaped from prison, right? So why don't you just listen to what Prij said and take him back to prison?
He's a lawyer.
He's a lawyer. I think you only brought him here to brag about your accomplishment. Isn't that right, Inspector? For your own selfish reasons. Ellipses. So were all those rumors about you true? That the only thing you care about is a spotless record? Is that more important to you than saving a friend? Everybody has certain principles they can't go back on, including moi. You'll understand that someday, baby.
Oh, I'm assuming that's Jout.
Time to.
That's enough, Lynn.
They didn't even fucking handcuff me.
Yeah.
I could literally like take this guard hostage, steal his weapon, and murk all of you.
Yeah,
But Detective Joud!
Do you know how strong my upper body is?
Yeah, I can just take this guard and snap him in half. I could break this guard's back like Bane.
I wonder what will break first, their mind or their bodies. I'm a death row inmate who escaped from prison. This is how it should be. Is that really just blocking you completely from getting to the...
Yeah, I can't.
I can't imagine they're gonna make you... Yeah.
No, you can't make that jump.
Can you go, like, if you try to, like, angle it really far under?
What if you get a running
Oh,
start?
okay.
According to what I heard, Amelie was supposed to go to some sort of lesson tonight.
Amelie. Oh.
Wait, were you being serious?
No, I wasn't.
Okay, just making sure, because I was like, does Jason not know the name
No,
Amelie?
I know the name.
The famous movie Amelie.
Amelie.
Okay.
Amelie.
Those horrible kidnappers! They were lying in wait for her!
And apparently didn't have a description of what she looks like.
Hmm.
But Amelie didn't go out after all. She couldn't. She had a fever.
Huh? And so the kidnappers grabbed Camilla by mistake instead!
Apparently, Amelie and Camilla are about the same age. The kidnappers must have gotten the two of them mixed up.
It's my fault. If I hadn't asked Camilla to do that errand for me, this never would have happened.
And if Camilla hadn't tried to surprise her mom on her birthday, none of this would have ever happened.
Damn.
Oh, right. You asked her to bring the music box.
Camilla. Camilla!
There's no info on me? Whatever. What did that say? Oh, well, deal makes them go from overseas. Alright.
Yeah. Probably the only other major thing is just going to be Camilla. Sad backstory.
Apparently, she believes her mother's death was caused by the... Okay, apparently she believes her mother's death was caused by the contraption she created.
Okay.
That's an interesting way of wording that, actually.
I think I
It
blew off
is.
my mom's head with a contraption. My bad.
Okay, yeah, that's what Amelie actually looks like. Which, again, is nothing like Camilla.
At all.
At all.
No, not even close.
I mean, I guess they're both the same age and height.
Yeah.
Just,
Oh,
Prij.
there's Prij.
Yeah.
I decided to haul him in.
That's
Detective
got
with a cat.
saved.
The
Pigeon
Pigeon
We
Man.
really don't know anything about
Oh,
him.
that. Forgot about that.
The murder
guy,
machine
too.
in the building space is almost
Yeah.
identical to the contraption that killed Zhao's wife.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Which is very
Jovial
interesting.
tenor. That's awesome.
That's so good.
Typical cop.
Typical cop. Just a typical cop.
Maybe, yes, in grave
Yes.
situations, he performs the panic dance, a dance that's been passed down in his family for generations. Amazing. Jailbird, Perry Loving
This
Jailbird.
guy, yeah.
Faded Jailbird.
Yeah, I was called in by Jowd. Or hauled in by Cabanella.
Oh
Itchy
yeah, I
man.
forgot about this guy.
Not the itchy man.
And waggle his itchy toes.
Ew.
Yeah, best character in the
Yeah.
game.
Let's go,
You
memory!
even call a cute chicken carrier.
God, the game knows, dude.
Black-hearted blue man. Black-hearted blue woman. Fastidious glass polisher.
Oh, I forgot about this
Wow.
fucking dude, too.
It's not very often you see the word fastidious.
It seems he doesn't notice anything besides the glass in his hand.
Oh, yeah, right.
Or
He's
does
just-
he?
Wow, what's with that? Or does he?
Yeah.
Is this guy the big bad?
Yeah.
And then, beloved
Oh.
mother. She doesn't have a face.
Was she in the Nick Cage
It's Lynn.
classic face-off?
Lynn's the beloved mother. Wow.
Be a pretty wild plot twist.
We
Hey, yo,
figured it out.
Jowd.
Also,
Way to not get immediately kidnapped after I just spent
Yeah.
a lot of time setting you free, you jackass.
that chapter was so shitty, Jowd, and you already got caught. God damn it. Also, Witchtower resub for 9 months now, saying 9 months already. Glad to be a part of such a supportive and funny community. Enjoying the stream so far. Thank you, Witchtower. It is wild to think that you showing up during the Punky bit was 9 months ago now, which is crazy to think
Oh
about.
wow, God.
Or at least that's what I remember you becoming a regular viewer. So thank you. Also, I missed it earlier, but Holly should shoot 100 bits and said ACAB. ACAB, thank you. So, Mr. Ghost, we meet again. I hear something happened. Something about a kidnapping?
Oh yeah, dog, your daughter.
Yeah.
Some kidnappers are saying they abducted the Justice Minister's daughter.
That's terrible.
His face!
That's terrible. What's their demand?
They're carrying out of your execution.
God damn.
Right.
Eh, shrug. I had no idea I was so hated. Yeah, Jad, I feel you. But the minister doesn't have to worry. I die, and it's all over. Very simple.
God, Jad is such a boss.
It's not that simple!
Also, it's not the minister's daughter, it's yours. What? Why not?
Because it really isn't the minister's daughter who got kidnapped. Quit taking my lines.
Ooh.
It's Camilla!
What? Camilla?
I checked it out for myself. I'm positive.
No! It can't be!
And by the way, Camilla told me something interesting. She said the one who killed her mother 5 years ago was Camilla herself.
What? What are you talking about?
Don't listen to him! I'm the one who shot her. I'm the one who shot Alma. And when I'm executed tonight, that will be the end of it. Camilla won't have to suffer anymore after tonight.
For a capable detective, you say
Wow.
some incredibly misguided
Bro.
things.
Yeah, no, that's good.
You dying isn't going to end that girl's suffering.
Thank you, Sissel.
It'll just bring her new suffering. The only person's pain this execution is going to ease is yours.
Is this true? What Camilla said?
Why don't you tell us what you know? I'm just actually curious.
It's been 5 years since then. I stopped thinking about it. I shot Alma. There's no other explanation. That's what I'd convince everyone of. Even me. But tonight, you showed up and gave me an explanation I never would have thought of before.
The powers of the dead, right?
That day, in that room, powers that I didn't understand were at work. And if that's the case, it clears up all the mysteries.
Maybe not all. There are a couple of other people who know about those powers.
Oh. Yeah. Is somebody there? Can you hear me? I can sense your presence, you know.
The kidnappers who abducted Camilla knew about those powers.
This is no ordinary kidnapping.
It's a ghost kidnapping.
It looks like my wife's case isn't coming to an end after all. Looks like my summer vacation is over. I'm the only one who thought it was.
Detective Jowd.
There's still time before dawn. A little, anyway. How about you see this case through to the end before you die?
To be honest, I still don't understand what happened that day. It was my wife's, Alma's, birthday. We came home from work, and she went in first.
Kabang.
What was that noise? I looked for the shooter, but there was nobody to be found. There was nobody there besides Alma and Camilla, just the two of them.
The little lady's mother died right in front of her.
Oh my, that's so horrible!
Camilla told me about it. She was crying. She said the contraption she made did something it wasn't supposed to. Made an impossible move.
An impossible move?
Yeah, castling your bishop.
That was good. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can't castle a
You
bishop.
can't castle a bishop.
Come on, man. That's like the one thing I learned about chess back when I wanted to like get good at it.
Camilla was a quiet little girl, but she was good with her hands. She was a little genius at making elaborate toys and contraptions.
Her real name is Rube Goldberg.
But there were two very strange points about that contraption.
The first, of course, the firing of that gun!
Right. That was an antique gun I'd had on display for years. After I was in a amateur production of the Cherry Tree. I think that's one of Chekhov's plays. I'm trying to remember Chekhov plays.
Oh.
The Seagull. The Seagull's pretty good.
Holy shit, where's he going with this?
Oh, no.
I gotcha. I honestly, yeah, Chekhov did write plays. I don't think anyone knows what any of them are.
Yeah, unless
I'm surprised you do.
Unless you're a theater person, Chekhov's plays have not been popular in at least the States for a very long time.
Yeah. Everyone just knows his belief that if you implant something in a scene, it should be useful.
Yeah.
So it wasn't part of the little lady's original design.
Oh shit, dude.
Of course it wasn't! It was supposed to be a surprise for her mother's birthday!
Well, getting shot is a surprise.
That is a surprise! I wouldn't want to be shot.
Again?
I'm surprised it wasn't me who got killed by it.
Well,
Wait,
you did.
Well, Lynn, you have been.
And the other strange point was the movement of that Cupid.
Cupid?
Yeah, okay. I want them to re-show this to us. What about it didn't...
It was originally
around,
facing the other way.
Oh, it twists, yeah.
It was supposed to shoot its arrow without turning around.
Yeah,
Wait. Not that how on earth does he fucking know this? Because the way it was set up, because he wasn't in the room when this happened.
She probably told him how it was supposed to go.
Okay.
And I bet you part of the reason that trap's being redesigned in the basement is so they could try and figure out what could have happened.
That's fair. That's actually a good point.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably very intentionally a recreation to try and get to the bottom of what could have happened.
Right. Archie Official, new chatter, says, Hey Zach, Jason, and Prij, this is my first time catching one of the streams. I wish you all a great evening and hope my present isn't ghostly.
Hey, welcome to the stream.
Isn't ghostly.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Somebody made a change to the contraption's design.
It can be ghostly, just don't trick us.
Well,
somebody made a change to the contraption's design, and then I don't know what he said.
But he said it was manipulated. It's
manipulated.
I don't know what to say.
I didn't have time to think things through then. All I knew was I had to protect Camilla. I made a small adjustment in the scene and turned myself in.
Oh. What kind of an adjustment?
The gun, of course.
The gun, eh? Come to think of it. Yeah, he broke the glass, put his handprints and put his fingerprints on it.
Yeah.
There was no gun there, just a picture hanging on the wall.
Of course not. Because I secretly switched the gun out of that frame with the picture. I didn't believe what she told me about her contraption. But one thing was for certain. That gun was still smoking.
It now has a desperate nicotine addiction.
So that gun really did shoot! Alma!
Lee. I hid the gun before I went to the police.
You hid it?
I put it in a wooden box and gave it to a certain detective.
What? You mean?
and that detective still thinks it's a music box because she's too fucking stupid to open it.
So that's what's in the box, huh?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
I also put Gwyneth Paltrow's head in there.
I got
long story.
I got a different murder weapon ready to give to the police. My own pistol.
Okay.
But what about the ballistic markings? Fingerprints of a gun.
That's true, actually. The bullet wound from an antique pistol would probably
Not look like
be
a modern
discernible.
day police gun.
Yeah, the ballistic markings would probably be discernible between an antique flintlock pistol and your standard police issue handgun.
Yeah. When I was all done, I turned myself in. All right. Well, shit.
Okay.
Detective Jowd, is what you told us just now true?
Also, I love the idea that the two guards that are in this room have just been standing there while the three of these people talk in their heads.
Well, same with Cabanella, right?
That's true. Cabanella's just shit. What is going on here?
Are they just hearing long periods of silence while we react to each other?
Yeah, it's like it's like a sitcom where they cut the laugh track out. It's just that entire conversation was cut out.
It's just Lynn and Zhao just reacting at each other, and Cabanella's what the fuck are you guys doing?
Okay,
are you?
I'm just gonna keep here doing my dance moves, baby.
Why aren't you guys using words?
In that case, there's still time!
Still time.
Time to solve that case that started 5 years ago! You didn't do it, Detective Jowd, and of course, little Camilla didn't do it either. So the true perpetrator is still out there, and I'm gonna prove it! For Camilla's sake!
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
I forget. Is there rules in Ghost Trick with how old the body can be before you can go back to the 4 minutes before its death?
I thought so.
Because if there isn't, just take us to Alma's grave. Let me hop in there, and I can just prevent her from going in the home.
I thought there was
a day old. Okay,
that.
There is a rule. There is a rule. There's a rule. All right. Thank you. It's been so long, I couldn't remember.
Yeah, I could not tell you what the time is. But they definitely established that the body has to be freshly dead.
Okay. That sounds wonderful.
Thank you, Detective Jowd.
Lynn, where is that music box now?
In Temsek Park. Camilla left it there.
That gun is important evidence. You'd better go pick it up.
Why are we saying all this in front of Cabanella?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'll go right now.
The hell you will.
Sissel, take care of Detective Jowd.
Cabanella's, who are you talking to?
And do something about that kidnapping so we can get the minister on our side.
The fuck's a Sissel? And yet again I say, easy enough for you to say. I probably should have stopped her.
How could this be happening? What's going on? Deal me the deal, Mr. Death Row inmate.
What a fucking great shrug.
Yeah, it's good. A little change in plans. My daughter has been kidnapped. I can't just go off to die without doing something.
But you're in our city. Don't forget.
You mean these two guys with pikes and you and me not being...
Also, are their pikes actually bladed at the end? It looks like it's the same felt material their hat is made of.
Yeah, it looks like Detective Jack could literally just walk away right now.
Yeah. Back at the prison, everybody's waiting for you with a special seat. Just for you, baby.
Then I guess we'd better prove my innocence on the double.
On the double, is it? You sound so determined, my old friend.
I want to save Camilla in more ways than one. And that's all there is to it.
I see, my old friend. In more ways than one. Woo! Yeah. Ooh, ah.
I was like, you just kicked him in the nads?
Yeah.
What say you, Mr.
He did his dance
Minister? May we have your decision? Should the execution be carried out tonight as planned? Or should we hold it off and wait for this important evidence to come in?
How the heck should I know? The order still stands. Bring the prisoner back immediately and resume its enforcement.
As you wish, Your Excellency.
Such a deep bow. Please, don't bow down to me. And especially not that low.
In that case, can I have one of your boys arrange a prison man to pick him up?
How did you get him here?
Yeah, wait, what?
Would you be so kind, Mr. Feltman?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Feltman, with your felt stick. Now,
Where did he get that chair?
I have a chair just like that, by the way. No fucking joke.
That you always have
do you
on
carry
hand.
it around with?
Yeah.
Do you carry it around with you at all times?
I could. Your escape tonight was brilliant. Will you show me another miracle in these last few minutes of yours, Mr. Death Row inmate? Kick time.
Chaitan Aaliyah cheered 10 bits saying, I want to save Camilla in more ways than one. Is Zhao trying to make her find Jesus?
I want to save her immortal soul.
I'll save her immortal soul. And Beck cheered 15 bits saying, just left my last show of the night, and now I can watch you lovely lot. Hope you're having fun tricking those ghosts. Thank you, Beck.
Oh, those
Doing
ghosts
well.
never saw what's coming.
They never see it coming.
I'm glad to see Detective Zhao are fired up now. But I feel like I'm under the gun here. Even if Lin does come through with the proof of Zhao's innocence, it will be meaningless if Zhao or Camilla dies. I've got to do something about that kidnapping. Somehow. Maybe I should ask for some advice from the capable detective here.
Also, yeah, you can see the spear in the top there. Actually does look more like a spear tip in the top screen.
Oh. But it still looks like it's holstered, though.
It's just the choice of color is weird to me.
It's a bad color, man.
Especially like with the rest of their outfits.
It still looks primarily ceremonial, though.
Yeah, I mean, I would believe that.
I would still argue that looks more ceremonial.
Yeah.
He's an NPC, dude.
Most likely, the minister won't stop the execution.
I mean, he just said he would, so...
Not as long as there's any small chance his daughter is the one who was kidnapped.
But she isn't the one. I'm sure of it.
Well, it would be great if we could prove that to the minister.
Prove it? How? I doubt his wife is ever going to answer that phone if we call from here.
If we call from here, right. But a telephone works in both directions.
What are you saying?
What I'm saying is, only family members can solve a family problem.
That's not...
Hey, Mr. Ghost.
Yeah?
Please, Mr. Ghost is my father. I have to admit, I don't like depending on others. But you're the only one who can change this situation.
Gee, detective.
For these past 5 years, Camilla is the only thing that's kept me going. I can't go meekly to the chair now. I hate to ask this, but would you mind saving me?
I'll try. Key to getting the Justice Minister to stop the execution is his wife and daughter. But is there a way?
Remember, folks, only family members can solve a family problem.
What happens? Excuse me, Mr. Minister.
I can't hear you! La 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 la!
I'm sure you heard everything we've been saying. Are you telling me you don't believe any of it?
Let me speak plainly. I don't trust you. But there's somebody else whom I trust even less.
Oh yeah? Who's that?
Me! I can't explain your existence. It's not normal. But I'm pretty abnormal myself.
True.
So maybe you're a figment of my imagination. A delusion. Would you listen to a delusion?
To be honest, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know what delusions are.
I got the bit about you not trusting me, though.
Good.
Alright, let's get out of here then. Well, hanging around here won't change anything.
Wow.
I've got 10 minutes before the prison van shows up. If I could do something about the kidnapping in those 10 minutes, I guess the telephone lines are my only hope. Alright.
Which one was it?
Alright, to the Lady Red's apartment.
Yes.
I gotta remember her voice.
After we do that, I'm gonna refill my drink.
No, don't do that. I miss you.
What's Zach doing?
Refilling his drink.
Okay, I'm gonna go do the same thing then. Just as I thought.
Oh, I forgot her voice. Fuck.
Credit was just says if Jason's voice dies, we can go back in 4 minutes and save it.
This little girl is safe in her bed.
Wait. Sorry, Beck just
Murder.
donated $6.90, which first off, nice, but added the message, Zach knows what this is for. No, I don't, Beck. What does that mean? Thank you, though. I appreciate that.
Murder, execution, jailbreak, betrayal, and now, kidnapping. This last link in the long chain of a sad fate lit a fire in Jacob's heart. And the chance to turn it all around is right here in this room. I'm getting a strange premonition. Everything that happened so far tonight has related back to me in some way. And I bet this mistake-ridden abduction does too.
A new chapter. Spicy DS.
Spicy DS.
Almost 1 o'clock? Damn.
I visited the novelist's apartment again. I'm hoping to be able to do something about this mistaken identity kidnapping. As long as there's any possibility that it could be his own daughter who was kidnapped, I doubt the Justice Minister will call off the execution tonight. The key to dispelling the Minister's doubt is now in bed, coughing. And I need to use this key before that prison van arrives to pick up our death row inmate.
I was gonna say, like, I know this woman isn't winning like Mother of the Year, but like, goddamn.
My darling angel. Oh, just listen to that cough. Oh, you naughty thing. Did you leave your nice warm bed to go out into the night to play? A daughter after my own heart. I must confess, I didn't even notice you were gone.
I didn't go out to play. I went to buy Papa a birthday present. He said he wanted a new lighter.
That's no reason to go out late at night.
As a literal 6-year-old, too. What the fuck? But my fever finally went down. I could barely move before that.
But look at what it brought you. Your fever is worse now than ever. Here is to the feverish passion of my darling angel.
Ding.
Cheers.
Mama.
Yes, darling?
Let's call Papa and wish him a happy birthday, even though it's already past midnight.
Not tonight. Emily.
Almost my name, Mom.
I'm drunk.
I hate you.
I also don't know your name.
I'm your daughter.
I'm drunk. I mispronounced my daughter's name when hammered. It looks like this little girl was safe all along. I already knew that, but I'm still relieved all the same. And there's another lucky development too. Amelie wants to call her father. Now, if I can just make use of that feeling somehow, that would surely bring the Justice Minister around. Let's see what we got.
We got the lighter, which is pretty important.
We can light Amelie on fire. Oh god, I'm already breaking. I'm already breaking things.
Well, that's pretty good.
That's exactly what you wanted to have happen, right?
Yeah. The phone! Don't look up. Don't look up. Damn it. Damn it.
Ah! Emily! I told you I wouldn't
Still
call
not
him
my
tonight.
name. Why not?
Listen to me! Amelie!
Mom!
Your father is about to make a big mistake. I want him to reconsider.
What do you know about it, Mama? He's the one who's the Justice Minister, you know. All you do is write weird novels.
Wow.
It's called erotica.
Wow, get fucked, John Grisham.
Ouch.
Oh no.
Whoa!
What do you mean, weird? How dare you disparage my romantic expression?
After I actually said your name right.
I even called you by your real name, you little twerp. Now you made me really angry. You really have.
And you won't like me when I'm angry.
I'm gonna turn green. How do you expect me to forgive such an insult?
Confused Grandma? Yes, this is an Ace Attorney breakdown.
Yes, her hair would burst out like that, yeah.
What's Ace Attorney? This is Ghost Trick. Ah!
I hate you!
I'm drunk.
That's fine, Emily. Stay over there, sit.
No!
Oh no, she moved her chair closer.
Shit.
There. I'll be keeping my eye on you now, so don't do anything else mischievous.
Also, did they just leave the lighter on the floor?
Like calling your good-for-nothing father.
I hate you!
I can't hear you, you know.
Wow, that lady's a bitch.
I genuinely, when she pulled out the bottle of wine, I was like, is she gonna hit her daughter with the bottle
I know,
of wine?
right?
It's like, I don't remember that part of this game.
What a pair. I don't know what this family's issues are, but I do know I have to do something about this so Amelie can call. Alright. I can open a wastebasket. Unimpressive.
Yeah.
I can turn a knob. Better not put out the lamp right now. Or we'll only pour oil on the flames of anger in this lady's heart. If I want to give Amelie a chance to use the telephone, I have to think of a way to keep her mother out of the way.
Now, for somebody who can't read, Cicely, you're quite a poet.
Swing harder!
Yeah! Pendulum! Shu Takumi loves his pendulums!
Takumi loves his fucking Fujin Yumis.
What?
You heard me. That reference checks for those who know it.
Did you say Fujin Yumi?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh goodness, look at the time! As I bask in my tale of love, time has been moving at the speed of light.
But even though she's immersed in love, she can still hear this, eh? But this won't buy enough time for her daughter to make a phone call. There must be something else I can distract her with. Alright. We have
A latch.
this, which I can turn. A valve, which I can turn. This hoist, nothing. A chandelier. Can turn
Another
this
latch.
latch.
You swing in on the chandelier.
On the chandelier!
Well, I didn't see you there.
The lady's dictionary. Wasn't this on her desk before? The poor thing, destined to never be returned to the bookshelves. Alright. Let's see what this does.
Okay.
Nothing. Interesting. So do I drop a rat down on her?
I think that's the move. Oh!
Oh my god!
Ratatouille! Ratatouille, get out of there!
It reminds me of the plot in Witches, by the way.
Oh, wow,
We
yeah.
can jump for it! We can jump for it!
Ratatouille! Red
Okay,
streaming.
should I get chime so she notices the rat?
Probably.
Oh my god.
Well, well, having a good time, are we, little rodent? Pish posh! Sweet
Oh,
dreams
no!
are made of these.
Oh! She killed him!
Did you fancy the vintage, my whiskered friend?
Damn.
And now we can go into the rat and go back 4 minutes before he died.
God, I hope so.
True. And Ghost trick him. Perfect.
She's more powerful than I thought, even though we were the one who caused his death. She's more powerful than I thought. It looks like she tipped. It looks like she tipped the wall candelabra to one side too. The angel of those candles.
Hold on. This guy knows what a candelabra is, but can't fucking read.
Well, but also didn't know what a candle sconce was earlier.
Yes.
Maybe he's learned in the time.
Correct.
I get the feeling I've seen something very similar to that quite recently.
I mean, it was explicitly in the last puzzle we did. Yes, Cecil. Oh my god!
This rat.
Stop killing the rat! Prij!
Oh, heavens! heavens, a blackout at a critical time like this. Of course, dim lights suit my story of love very well, but I myself am not very fond of the dark. You can't see me in the dark.
But are
Therefore,
you afraid of the dark?
I don't like the dark.
Yo!
This chandelier just narrowly missed the back of my head. I love the thrill of romance, but I don't need these kinds of thrills. Thank you. What?
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
You're so hot you can let it match on your own ass.
Dude.
She just put it out in her wine?
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
That's so good. She cranks it.
I don't think I should be allowed to play this chick.
Ah, what wonderful atmosphere. Perfect for clandestine. The wine. Meeting in the dusky twilight.
I don't exactly know how the situation came about, but I think I owe the rat an apology.
You fucking think so?
The rat seems to be unconscious. But now that the room has changed into this, maybe I can use it somehow.
Just drop the unconscious corpse of a rat.
Well, I kind of want to. Okay.
Oh,
He didn't fall.
brutal.
But I can turn this crank.
What a naughty chandelier. Naughty, naughty.
Alright, you ready for it? Get ready for it, everyone.
Crank that.
Alright. So she's just gonna keep refixing that. So I can't do anything there.
Oh, but you can burn brighter.
I'll burn brighter.
Oh.
Oh, wow. That's really a lot brighter than I thought it would be.
Did she... The second you dropped it, she was on it, right? And you were stuck in an animation?
Yeah.
Could you burn brighter and then drop? Or does it... Okay.
Now the flames
Damn.
basically go back down.
I was kind of hoping they would catch on her hair or something.
That was close. I haven't had a close shave like that since the book I wrote just about the love affair in 1972, where I shared a nice, cozy afternoon with the Baron.
Baron.
Yes, and
The
we
Baron.
shared the night bed so close.
That's not gonna do anything else.
Damn. The chime, the swing. Oh, could you turn the knob out? Because now there is more light, so maybe she won't notice it as much. Damn.
No.
What happens if you light it on the floor? Oh, okay, nothing.
This puzzle would bother me more if it wasn't for the music. Thank God.
Yeah, the music's really good. I don't remember how this puzzle gets solved. Yeah, Halucha says this puzzle was annoying. Yeah, I remember that part in Halucha, but I don't know how to set that up.
We're gonna have to knock something maybe in the way of.
We have to get her. We have to get her to
underneath
be
the
standing up.
chandelier.
Yeah, and then drop it.
Oh goodness, look at the time as I get my tale of love time has been moving at the speed of light. That reminds me of that one time where I was with the Baron.
If the turning the valve does nothing, can't hoist anything, I can't do anything there. This is pretty interesting.
Oh. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. What's the only thing we know that gets her to stand up and go over to the chandelier?
Making it fall down.
Yes. But then I don't think she sits down immediately afterwards.
No.
So again, I'm locked out of the animation. I'm locked out of any choices here.
Then she does the amazing animation.
Right, and she
Right there.
absolutely crunks.
She cranks that soldier boy, and now.
Oh, so we said to turn it again.
Yes. Crank her. Oh my god! Whoa!
What?
Such insolence! Crank that up on the floor.
Can you get it right in the middle? Yeah! That was incredible. It's Amelie! God!
Amelie! Help me! Help!
Mama! I hate you! I'm sorry, Mama. I'm too dizzy. I can't get up. I'm afraid I can't help you right now. Good luck.
To the weakness of my darling angel.
What?
Emily!
She's toasting in a time like this?
Amazing. That chandelier is on there tighter than a wedding
Wow.
band.
Yo, Sissel with the jokes.
She won't be able to escape on her own. Alright. Burn brighter!
Yeah.
Burn brighter! Alright. Now I can fuck with this shit to my heart's content.
Uh-huh.
If I recall, the novelist said she didn't like the dark. I don't want her thrashing around any more than she already is. I better not put out this lamp right now.
Damn it.
What? But
If you pull it up, my question is, will it pull her up with it?
Oh my god.
Whoa!
Help! What? What is going on here? Omelet! Look! Do you see this?
Did you just call me omelet?
Help me, please!
Am I an egg to you? Sorry. I'm too sick. I can't get out of bed. My head is spinning, so I guess you'll just have to stay up there spinning too. Get fucked, Teehee.
it's like this lady won't be going anywhere for a while. Now the little girl can call her father. The only trouble is, she can't reach it. I guess I'll just have to deliver it to her.
That's the Giorno.
Okay,
now. Okay. Yeah, now there.
Oh, that's right. The angle of those candles. I saw something very similar just recently, didn't I? Now
I
we
mean,
make them burn brighter.
I gotta see what happens.
Burn!
Oh god! Oh god, she's gonna catch the mouse on fire. Oh my god!
The mouse.
He's on fire! Oh, that actually was 100% the
That's
thing
what I needed to do, actually.
Yeah. Croissant says, this is fine.
Everything's just swinging.
Everything's
From
swinging
the
on fire.
From the chandelier.
Like, genuinely, this child is in danger of dying in a burning home.
What is going on here?
It's kind of hilarious, actually.
She's calm now.
I'm calm.
I'm Stuff.
I'm Stuff.
Oh, goody. Excuse me a minute while I call Papa, okay, Mama? I'll only be a minute. Call the police.
Don't you dare, something. Get me down! Don't you dare, Emily, Amish, get me down!
You're not even trying.
I'm trying, get me down! I'm Stuff!
Hello, Papa? Oh. Amelie! Is that you? You said my name right. Of course it is, silly. What do you think? But I heard they said you were... Oh. No, never mind. It's nothing. Silly old Papa. Happy birthday, Papa! Birthday? Oh, right. It was my birthday today, wasn't it? I'm sorry we couldn't celebrate tonight. Thanks to mean old Mama. Oh, if your mean old Mama. I mean, your mother. What is she up to now? Well, she's certainly up all right. My stubborn mother is kind of tied up at the moment.
Yeah, this girl is just being vicious to her
This
mom.
whole family is wild.
Me down!
She needs to be taught a lesson for causing so much trouble. No, Amelie. I'm the one who is wrong. Huh? Could you tell your mother I'm sorry? What do you have to be sorry about? I was just about to make a terrible mistake. But it's all right now.
Oh, that happy faces almost looks creepy on him.
It is weird, yeah.
I don't like that at all.
Oh, okay. You're still young. There's a lot I can't tell you right now. The job of the Justice Minister is very complicated, you see. Okay. But just remember, you're always the most important thing to your mother and me. Did you do something naughty to your mother? If you did, I want you to apologize. I don't think I did anything. But okay, I'll apologize. That's a good girl. Okay, Papa, have a good night. I love you. I love you too, Amelie. Good night, sweetheart. Just still there.
Trapped in a chandelier,
Yeah.
hanging from the ceiling.
Mama? I'm sorry.
Goodness, why the southern change?
Did you say the
Did you say
southern
southern?
change?
Yes!
Well,
Okay, Zach, now you have to hear their southern accents.
100%. Because y'all were stuck up there. I didn't know what to do, Mama. I guess I was wrong about you. I didn't understand.
Oh,
Amelie!
I thought all you did was write those weird novels.
Yeah, that makes me a little sad.
Papa said the job of the justice minister was complicated.
Yes, your father's job is very, very complicated and difficult. That's why I couldn't talk to you about most of it. But you're right. I shouldn't treat you like you're such a little girl anymore. You're growing up after all. I'm still in a fucking chandelier, though.
And I promise to stop calling your novels weird and try actually reading them.
Wait till you're older.
Yeah,
please.
maybe not. Maybe not just yet.
Oh. Maybe you better wait a little older. Just a little bit more old. Age up. Please.
Glad to see both parents being a little more responsible than they were when we first met them in this game.
Oh, okay.
So, if you're feeling a little bit more charitable towards your old little mama, do you think you can let me down now?
You know, I would love to do that. But I'm just feeling too dizzy and sick right now. Wait, did she actually just pass out?
She's dead.
Wow.
On this earliest of nights, my deadline. It looks like the only thing pressing on me will be the chandelier. Here's the papa and mama's darling angel.
Katja Woodchuck says, actually, I don't think anyone should read their parents' erotic novels. It seems weird. Well, there's a really good podcast about that.
Is there actually?
It's called My Dad Wrote a Porno.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's this guy who found out, like, later in life that his dad, like, years ago wrote a porn. Like, not a play, but, like, a book.
That's fucking awesome.
It's so bad. Like, it's written so terribly. And like, they get him and his, like, two friends to, like, voice act it. It's so funny.
Yo, that's kind of fucking hilarious.
Because two of them like they've known him forever, so they're like, "Holy shit, your dad wrote this."
Is like the dad still alive?
Yeah, and well, actually, because of the podcast success, like popularity, like they republished the book and like it sold probably thousands of copies.
That's fucking baller. Actually.
It's really great. It's really great.
All of a sudden, everybody is getting along again. It's such an abrupt change. I can't understand it. Is this what family is all about? In any case, the situation has changed dramatically now. I just hope that the mysteries of me can be cleared up as quickly as the furrows on the minister's brow.
Where?
I don't know where Camilla is, but at least now the justice minister's doubts are dispelled. I think I'll go back to his office where everyone is waiting for the prison van. The minister's family now has their smiles and harmony back.
Well, that's a bold
Camilla
statement, but
is
sure.
kidnappers. I decided to go back to the justice minister's office. Damn, I want to see if they let me stay there and actually let her down. Surprisingly, the minister's brow is still just as furrowed as ever. Quite unlike a father who has just learned his daughter is safe, he seems to still be in the depths of despair. The atmosphere in this room is very different now. It seems to have an air of unfocused anxiety. I get the feeling something big is gonna happen.
I just found out that my daughter is safe. I'd like to express my gratitude. But first, we'll save state.
I'd like to see the spicy DS. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for my daughter's and my daughter's sake, and for mine.
I didn't do anything.
No need to
Thank us, Mr. Minister. It was nothing.
What did he do?
I did everything, baby. But one question. I can't help but notice.
Wait, are you getting sick too? Are you having a sudden change?
No, hopefully not. Your daughter is safe. And yet, you still look unhappy. How about a little smile for us? Of course, there is still the matter of the other kidnapping victim. But is that really the only thing that troubles you, Mr. Minister?
Please, just let me think in peace. Until the prison van arrives.
I wonder if Lynn is at the park yet. Until we get her report, I guess I'll just have to wait here. This continued distress of the ministers. Was there really something more to it, like the inspector in white said?
I imagine Sissel at this point just being like, is Sissel gonna have to smack a bitch?
Hello, Justice Minister.
Oh no.
How about you finally admit I do exist?
That... Thank you, I expressed. That was meant for you. You're a ghost, aren't you? And you tricked. And you have the power to control and manipulate people, don't you?
No, I don't have that kind of power. I can't control you.
We've actually known you, for quite a while now. But I had no idea that they were the powers of the dead, of ghosts.
Known? Known about what?
We knew about the existence of somebody who could control others. A manipulator. What's this? I've been listening the whole time. That's why your execution order caused me so much anguish, Detective Jowd. Mr. Minister. Why don't you just tell us everything you know? Yes, I suppose I could. You need to hear it all. All about the huge mistake this foolish man made.
Oh, here we go.
All right, you guys ready for some exposition dump?
Exposition plot twist dump.
We're gonna learn so much exposition.
Zach's voicing most of these characters.
Yep.
And Zach.
And I realized there are also two deep-voiced men.
Yes.
That are just slightly. I mean, there's differences, but gotta keep my deep-voiced men straight. There are some cases in this country right now that are under a top-secret investigation. Of course, you wouldn't have known about them, Detective Jowd. Right. They don't share too much top-secret information with the inmates in prison. There are 3 prisoners, including you, in that special prison that you had just escaped from. All three cases have certain points in common. They do they? Tell us more. The rock singer who leaked national secrets in his lyrics during a TV broadcast. The curry-loving fellow who took the chief commissioner hostage at the Metro Police Department. Neither of these men had a motive for their crime, and both of their crimes were impossible. Impossible? The curry lover had no way of knowing how to infiltrate the commissioner's office, and the rock singer had no way of knowing the national secrets he leaked. The Special Investigation Unit submitted an investigative report to me on them. They concluded that these men's criminal acts were not of their own volition. But how could that be? The theory the unit came up with was the existence of a manipulator.
A manipulator, huh?
That's when the special prison was established as a facility to research that theory. Some unknown power has been at work. These past several years, Inspector Cabanela has been studying these cases. He has he? Manipulating somebody into committing a criminal act, according to the inspector. The first case of its kind was a locked room murder involving our nation's best detective. Are you saying I was manipulated somehow into shooting Alma? I appreciate the theory, but unfortunately, I don't recall being controlled by anybody. It's just not possible to manipulate another's behavior like that.
Now, you are literally talking to a ghost. You should really readjust your understanding of possible and impossible
I don't
widely at this point.
It's a weird part in the story right now.
You do realize that yesterday, you probably didn't think ghosts could talk to you.
Yeah, I mean, Jason said this during the break, but Chad, you best start believing in ghost stories because you are in one. You are, in fact, in one.
Damn it, we set Zach up for it again. My powers certainly don't work on living creatures.
That's what I thought when I first heard the theory, too. However, I was seriously mistaken, and it proved to be a big mistake. What?
You mentioned a mistake, like 3 seconds ago. Could you tell us about it?
I suppose everybody here has the right to know. Alright, fine. I'll speak out loud so that Inspector Cabanela can hear us too.
Jesus Christ.
He is so confused right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody else in this room is just fucking talking like ghost stories.
There's something I'd like the two of you to hear. It's about a mistake I made. I wore white after Labor Day. Inspector Cabanela, when you first made that report about a manipulator...
Arrest this Justice Minister!
Take me away. I committed a fashion crime. I'm afraid I don't believe it at all. I'm afraid I didn't believe it at all. Impossible, I thought.
Perfectly understandable, Mr. Minister.
But I was wrong. That kind of power does exist. And I learned the truth of that firsthand.
What's this?
A month ago, I signed the order to carry out Detective Jowd's execution. However, that act wasn't of my own volition. I was being controlled.
What? You never told me about this, Mr. Minister.
Oh my god.
What's going on? This document, what am I doing? No, I mustn't sign it.
Like...
Sir, you look like you're seizing.
Wait, don't deliver that document.
Also, I'm not controlling these word bubbles, so...
I said don't deliver it, you son of a bitch. What the fuck? That's when it started. That's when all of my fear, despair, and suffering began. I mean, again, you don't really sound like you're very, like you're not the victim in all this, buddy. It's not about
He's
you.
a little bit of a victim.
Oh, so tiny, though.
Yeah, but I mean, this probably didn't help his marriage. This is probably part of the reason his marriage fell apart.
For sure.
Like, yeah, like, obviously people are being killed and nearly executed, which is much worse. But, like,
Yeah.
I definitely think I do feel bad for him.
Yeah. Chrono Wizard points out that's why he doesn't trust himself, the lore behind his wackiness. That's a good point, actually.
Yeah, it's not as bad as other people, but I do feel fairly sympathetic towards this guy.
With that haircut, I wouldn't trust myself either. You fucking kidding me?
Got him!
Tunar alternative saying, bruh, just say possession. I keep thinking you mean like blackmail or coercion. It's very weird that they keep saying manipulator. Manipulator.
But, like, you can manipulate someone without magical powers.
Yeah. And Sophie cheered 5 bits saying Beck just went to the sleep zone. I dare you to say something nice about her. Beck is pretty cool. For a person with 3 letters in their name, pretty cool. And Plethora of Penguins cheered 5 bits saying, fun fact, starting at the chicken kitchen level, if you travel back to the novelist's apartment, Amelie won't be there. She doesn't reappear until later this chapter. Oh, that's...
Okay.
Again, very weird how this woman her daughter just escaped to buy a fucking lighter as a 6-year-old or something.
Yeah,
But
I know,
sure.
right?
At the time, it didn't even cross my mind that I'd been manipulated. And my memory of that event was only hazy at best. People out there being like, Zach, you're dragging your brother. My name is literally Zach. It was a self-dunk.
Wait, what?
Wait, your name is Zach?
When I said for a person with 3 letters in their name, they're pretty cool. Also, yeah, sorry, Wes. I didn't mean to dunk on you. He's technically he's technically a Wesley, though.
What about Dav and Jace?
What about Rob?
And Rob.
I mean, he's Robert, though, fully.
No.
And Ali. And Carr. And Prij.
And Amelie.
And Omelette. It's the memory of being Vic.
Oh, yeah.
Vic is only 3 letters, too.
Yeah. It's true.
So the memory of being manipulated doesn't clearly remain, eh?
Signing execution orders is part of a justice minister's job. At the time, I just thought my psyche was rebelling against the task. But the next day, it dawned on me. I remembered Inspector Cabanello's report on the existence of a manipulator. As a minister of justice, I couldn't admit what had happened to me. I only signed the execution order because I was being controlled. If something like that got out, this nation's judicial system would crumble. They'd probably have to start holding courts in 3 days, all trials in 3 days. Besides, I had no evidence to present that I actually been controlled.
Out, Zach?
This is the prequel, yeah.
You figured out the prequel connection.
Besides, I had no evidence to present that I had actually been controlled. So, in the end, I couldn't admit to anybody what had happened.
You got chaos controlled.
I suppose, but it sounds like a bit of an excuse. You should have at least told us, Mr. Minister.
Yes, I know, I should have. I was running away from the problem. And then my wife found out I was worried about something. And then my wife found out I was worried about something.
Well, if you're going around with an expression like that, so I guess it's bound to happen.
I explained it to her, and she was dead set against the way I was handling it.
I'm dead against the way you're handling it. Posh! If you don't withdraw that order and tell everyone the truth immediately, I'm moving out.
I'm moving now.
I'm moving up.
And then, with the kidnapping tonight, with it thrust under my nose like that, I could no longer deny my mistake. this manipulator comes upon us from somewhere unseen. That's why I've been keeping my distance from everybody.
That's why you've been telling people to stay back. Ike! Stay back!
Ike, stay back!
So, there's somebody else besides me with the powers of the dead. I'm fine with that. After all, I already knew about a certain desk lamp.
It's the desk lamp the whole time.
What I'm not fine with is the fact that person can control and manipulate living creatures. That's certainly not something that I can do. Apparently, different ghosts get different ghost tricks.
But I never imagined that tonight I would find out where this kind of power comes from.
Where it comes from.
Inspector Cabanella, this manipulator is a ghost, a departed spirit.
Inspector Cabanella, if we murder you, then bring you back to life so you can talk to the ghost. This will make all of this much easier.
I want to be
someone kill Cabanella real quickly.
I want to be included in these ghost talk.
Someone murder him real quickly.
Please.
In a really weird, elaborate way, so it's easy to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Please, get the soul out of my body. A spirit.
As a matter of fact, there's a ghost talking to us right now. But he's not tricking us.
What did you say? Joe, don't tell me you can hear this ghost, too.
Actually, yes. You're the only one that can't hear it in this room. And then one of the guards
Even
is
these
like,
two guards.
Yeah,
even these guards can hear him, apparently.
I'm just an NPC, but I can hear it.
We both died at some point. Weird.
He actually does say, I'd say the only person who can't hear him is you.
Spirit. Ghost. Gods in heaven.
Gott in Himmel.
Excuse me, Mr. Minister. I suddenly have some urgent business to attend to.
He just runs to the bathroom to take a shit.
I recommend you think long and hard before making your final decision, sir. Now, excuse me, that restroom has been calling my name.
Inspector!
Hey, this is Lynn. I'm at the park.
Leonard, whatever you do, don't die right now. We've been waiting to hear from you. Have you found the evidence?
The situation here, it's kind of difficult to explain. Sissel, if you're there, come to the park immediately.
Ah, fuck. Here we go again.
Someone died.
Looks like your help is needed, Sissel.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
Okay.
Actually, just curious.
I knew.
Your head
I knew,
above
actually.
water.
Right from the beginning.
Knew what?
The first time you saved my life. The first time that you saved my life. The first time we met tonight.
Oh, that.
When I talked about that miserable, pathetic, short-sighted, disgraceful man, I knew I was talking about me. I hated who I'd become. But you helped me appreciate the truth. That I'm a loser. Now I truly understand the wonderful support I've been getting from so many.
That I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me?
The ghost of Beck
I'm a
just shows
loser,
up.
baby. So why don't you kill me?
I'm a termite, choking on splinters, including that of my loving family.
I'm glad to hear that.
I'm starting to realize what a lucky man I am, and it's all thanks to you.
Well, that was actually nice.
Yeah, character growth.
What I have to say before we leave?
Talk to the guard. They're pretty important. Ooh.
I never saw that coming. The minister is being controlled, huh?
I'm truly sorry, Detective Jowd. I have no excuse to offer you. You know, maybe it was all for the best. What do you mean?
I got really good at painting in that jail. I think I can make a career out of it, honestly.
If you had never been manipulated, you never would have believed this power existed. After all, you're a realist, right? It just goes to show you, you never know when even the worst things can turn out good. Detective Jowd, I don't know what to say. All right, Sissel, you better go help Lynn. She's a good kid, but she's got a habit of taking on other people's problems.
Or dying.
And dying.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. She's in Temsick Park, eh? Alright, now we go to Temsick Park. I wonder why the inspector in white went running out like that. But I'm more concerned about Lynn. She looked really upset. I better go see her. Fast.
I mean, I was like, I gotta die somewhere.
There's no separate one for Temsick Park, right? It's just the park.
Yeah.
I think so. Woo!
Lynn calls, and I oblige. I take off towards Temsick Park. The place where clearly something big is taking place.
He's placed twice in that sentence.
The manipulator. The person whose very existence sheds new light on everything. Detective Jowd's crime. The execution orders. And even my own death. Could it be? Could Lynn have been manipulated into shooting me? Yeah, that does add up, actually.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so it's an awkward time.
Yeah, because this next chapter is. I remember this chapter being really good. My question is, how long is it?
Well, that, and you also, how long is? Could we finish the rest of the game in one stream?
No, we're gonna.
I don't
need
think
two.
so. I think it'll still be 2.
Because there's 18 chapters.
No matter what.
There's 18 chapters. We're about to start 14.
No matter what, would it all be 2 if we did this one or not?
I think
Probably.
so. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Because there's no way we could. Yeah. Because we had 12 is the shortest, which is why we were able to get through 3 so easily tonight.
Yeah, I figured.
All right. Ready to continue?
Let's do it.
All right. 1:28 a.m. Temsick Park, the site of the little lady Camilla's abduction tonight, and the place where an important piece of evidence, the music box, was hidden.
The chef?
Yeah.
That chef is swinging!
Why is the chef here?
Because his restaurant got a fucking truck driven into it?
Where's the chicken girl?
We stopped that, actually.
Where's the fucking chicken girl, please?
In our dreams.
No.
I wonder why our lady detective is looking so dejected. At least she isn't dead. But what did she find?
For now.
A leaflet. A delivery box. Huh? What's he doing here?
Oh. La la la, let me spend a moment's time with you. The world will not end if the food delivery is a little late. La 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 la.
A little late. It's already ice cold.
Also, who's getting delivery chicken at 1:30 in the morning?
Yeah, that's gross, man. That's like a college party thing. It's gotta be something fucking weird.
Yo, David in the chat says it's time to get tricky. Tricky. Yo, fucking good reference. Swing harder.
Swing harder.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Doesn't he carry like some kind of like thing in his hat?
He's like, oh. What's just happened? I wasn't even pumping my feet. The swing swings me, and I sling the chicken. The swing is swung, and the chicken is slung. Everything always comes back to chicken in the end.
That's kind of amazing.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna try to figure that one out. Moving on.
Oh no.
So he said, is that swing set gonna get more screen time than 1010? Yes.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
So many leaflets.
What's going on?
A leaf's only purpose is to fall.
Got him.
Spin the globe.
Oh, okay, hold on. Okay. Did I miss it again?
I think so, yeah.
Unpro gamer.
Oh, yeah.
That's pro.
Pro. You might have to. Oh, you can still trick to the ball. Okay, cool.
That was...
Also, like, high-key fuck Lynn for not standing next to the phone the whole time. When she knows how hard it is for me to fucking get around.
You might not know.
Oh, there's a body. Oh, wait.
Oh, no.
Who is that?
Is that the park guy?
It is the park guy, isn't it? He's fucking turned into like mulch, man.
God.
Wait,
All
why
right.
is the goddamn Lorax made into a statue?
Yeah, all right, Lynn. What the?
Look at that. Am I wrong?
I mean, no, you're not. I kind of see it.
I see it.
Yeah, that's a Lorax. You're right. That's
Yeah.
exactly the Lorax.
It's like if the Lorax and Totoro had a love child.
Yeah.
All right, what the fuck happened, Lynn?
Oh, there you are, Sissel.
From your dejected expression, I gather you died.
Not this time.
You didn't find what you were looking for.
Right. I can't find the music box anywhere. But I found something else instead. Something horrible.
Horrible. What is it?
There, in the grass. You better see for yourself. I'm not gonna tell you.
He looks like mangled.
Yeah.
Phil says this music's pretty cheery for bad news. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, this fucking character got brutally murdered. It's like, yeah.
It looks like a dead body.
I nearly died when I saw it.
Lynn,
Don't joke about that, Lynn.
Lynn, I'm fucking dead.
I suppose now that we found it, we can't just leave it there, can we?
Nope. I suppose not.
But is this person really connected to the mystery? Like, do we have to bring them back to life?
You can open a dumpster lid.
Put Lynn in it.
Ah! Hey, that's mean!
Mascot.
Oh my god, this guy got...
I do not remember what voice I did for this guy.
I can't remember either.
I think it...
Was it Beetle?
Oh, I kind of like that. I mean,
it was something like that,
It
yeah.
was something weird like that.
Oh, thank you. No, I don't know if I like that.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I seriously did.
Quickly,
Oh,
alright, quick pull,
thank
first episode.
you. Nah.
Turns out Beetle, when he's saying more than thank you, I don't like his voice.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll just make him like a... He's not that important. Stop the park from being turned into a housing site. Protect the park. The Rock of the Gods. You there.
You're talking to me, aren't you?
I have some leaflets for you. Leaflets I know you'll be very interested in. I urge you to peruse it thoroughly. Examine it in detail.
That's a face.
Yeah, it is a face.
Never mind that right now. Do you remember your name?
Disney Man says that's actually the voice you did for this guy. My name? What does my name matter when there are more important things to worry about?
This fucking face, man.
Okay.
Come now and study these tracks with me, my brother. Come and learn about the Rock of the Gods with me. The night is no longer young. As a matter of fact, daybreak is approaching, but we are young.
But we are young. So set the world on fire. We can go higher.
Yeah, David says I get big Rock Lee energy from this guy. Fucking same.
I have made so many song jokes tonight.
You have. That's the thing you do. You make song jokes.
Ellipses? Look, I don't have time to get involved in your way of life. But I am interested in your way of death.
That's my Nindo. My ninja way.
So let's go back. Back to 4 minutes before your death. I like how we haven't even explained to this man that he's dead. We're just like, alright, fuck whatever you're talking about. Let's go find out how you died.
I know we are getting pretty close to the end of the stream. If somebody does want to draw a character art of this guy as Rock Lee, I would actually really appreciate that. And so, I made up my mind. I resolved to live here in this park and defend it.
Yeah, okay.
I think this guy was still
what does that
me.
have to do? Never mind.
Okay, and what does that have to do with this Rock of the Gods you mentioned? You still don't appear to understand. It's written quite clearly in the 4th leaflet in great detail. Excuse me, but I have to use the restroom. The leaflets! Ah. Oh, shit.
Wow, this is...
Whoa! I'm coming! Just hold on! Whee! I'll be right there! I've located the target, beauty. A girl of the right age, coming out of the right apartment building, and at the right time. That's how they made the confusion. Oh shit, the box! Yes, my dear, I'll ever so gently nab her and come right back to your side. Good evening, young lady. M'lady. Why don't you come with me? Oh gods! What do I do? What should I do? I have to do something.
Hannah!
What? The manipulator.
Ah!
Damn! What in the world? What just happened?
Oh, that's Mino.
Mino?
Mino, the mascot, the symbol of Temsic Park.
Legally distinct from the Lorax.
Yes.
So don't even try it, the state of Dr. Seuss.
I'm the Onceler. I was there.
No, don't bring up the Onceler on our streams. We can't.
Okay.
We can't do this again.
The Onceler! Forget about the name of that big, creepy lump of concrete. I'm talking about the way it changed direction. Did you see that?
Yes, yes, I did. We witnessed it with our own eyes. The power of the Rock of the Gods. That was the power of the gods. The power of the gods saved that little girl.
And then that same power very deliberately crushed you instead.
Yes, precisely. That is called the mischief of the gods.
Was it the mischief of the gods? Or was it a ghost trick?
Oh, no.
But nah. It
But
couldn't
nah.
have been a ghost trick. No ghost trick could change the direction of something that heavy in midair. But, wait a minute. What if there was someone with much greater powers than me?
How could somebody be better than you? It's trick time.
Oh,
it's safe state time. Spicy DS time. Serving up some pepperonis in your DS.
Look at that. There's another flame besides mine.
Oh, so that is the flame of a god, isn't it? But hold on. Your spirit is a flame too, isn't it?
Yes, I'm God. Yeah? So?
Pardon me, but... Are you a god?
Yes. That's probably the best answer I've ever had to
Yeah.
someone asking, are you a god?
Yeah. It's
I
pretty...
sincerely doubt it.
It's good honesty there, Sissel.
At the last minute, that big lump of concrete made a huge swing to one side. That was probably that flame's doing. Who could it be?
I definitely believe it's either a god or somebody god-related.
Maybe I better try talking to this person.
I don't know if that's a wonderful idea.
Alright. What the? This person with much greater powers than me? It's you.
Hey!
I knew it.
Sissel!
Fucking knew it.
Yeah! Fucking missile, baby! Woo! Let's go, gamers! The top Pomeranian returns!
Missile just murdered that man.
Absolutely he did!
Missile just straight up murdered that man.
Yo!
What a fucking boss.
Wow.
Also,
bless.
shout out to David, literally moments before that saying, it's Missile, isn't it? Having no idea. That was absolutely incredible. Halucha cheered 100 bits saying, Missile! Soapy cheered 10 bits saying, the return of the boy! Heck yeah. Ugh.
Oh my, it's...
Missile!
You look well for being dead.
Did you see? Did you see what I did? I fucking killed that guy! I did it! I tried really hard, and I did it! I saved Miss Camilla!
I love the fucking yaps.
Are you telling me I was done in by a puppy dog?
No, the best dog, by the way.
Yeah,
Thank
top
you.
Pomeranian, come on.
Missile, what's going on? How did you get the powers of the dead?
I'm glad you asked. After Miss Camilla went out and you left, I kept ramming my head into that damn door. Until I died. I worked like crazy to make my own path, and I did it! Yo, big boy jumps! And then I followed Miss Camilla out into the big wide world. And then, here at this park, I found her at last. Yeah, Yes, you guessed it. I barked. You bet I did. And I went running after her, too. No!
Oh! No!
Are you fucking kidding me? I hate that I liked that guy before that moment. And then, I guess I died. And then I was unconscious for a little while. When I came to, it was all over. Poor Miss Camilla. Crushed under that big scary lump. Oh, what have I done? I killed that dog back there. I'm so sorry, little lady. Please forgive me. Miss Camilla! I had to rescue Miss Camilla. It was up to me. I cried out from the depths of my heart. And then... Ghost trick time! I can't tell you how surprised I was, but I bet you understand, right?
Better than probably anybody else could.
And I remember what you did for me, how you saved me.
So, you went back, right? Back to 4 minutes before the little lady's death.
You bet I did!
And did it better than us, probably, in one try.
And I killed that other guy.
And I murdered that hippie!
Yes, my dear, I'll ever so gently nab her and come right back to your side. Now's my chance, I thought. I saw the core.
Oh no, it looks pretty far.
I stretched out my paw toward the core. Oh, how I felt at that moment. I'd love for you to be able to feel it too. Go ahead, Sissel. Go ahead and try it for yourself.
He's just better than us
It's
at it.
so much longer, yeah.
He's just straight up
Just
better
better.
than us at it.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. How could you connect over such a great distance?
Well, they don't call me Missile for
Wow. Wow.
nothing. And so then you manipulated that Mino thing and threw it aside.
nothing. Right on top of my head. Well, no, exactly. Actually,
Huh?
I can't manipulate things like you can, Sissel.
You can't? Then how did you...
Also, good night, Beck. I didn't know what to do. Then I happened to see something out of the corner of my eye. And it had a core too. A single leaf hanging from the tree. I tried reaching out to the leaf.
What?
What in the world?
I can't manipulate things, but apparently I can swap them.
Wow.
Wow, okay.
That's how we're gonna add a new mechanic this late in the game.
What?
Wow.
As long as the two things have the same shape, that is.
Wow, even more.
Wow. Swap things with the same shape?
Go ahead and try it. Touch the swap button.
Adding mechanics. Let's go.
Yep.
Good, but you still killed him.
Oh, for
That's
sure.
incredible.
It was a trade.
I know.
And so that's how you saved your mistress, is it?
And that's how I became caught up in this, isn't it? I'm very sorry. My powers were too meager.
Meager.
Because you see, I saw one more.
You couldn't reach it?
I happened to notice one more core. There was something with the exact same shape stuck in the branches of a tree.
Hey, you're right. If Mino could be swapped again with that,
then disaster wouldn't have to rain down upon my head.
but what is that thing? It's too big to be a leaf.
Whatever it is, I'd much prefer it on my head than Mino.
I guess it's a football?
Football? I was just saying egg at first, but it's a big ass fucking egg.
So, why didn't you
egg.
swap them, Missile?
I couldn't. I can stretch out my paw a little farther than you can, Sissel. But this was just too far for me. I couldn't reach. Goodbye, nerd.
God.
It's pretty brutal, actually.
I mean, it's just pretty similar to the chicken, I guess. But
Yeah.
man,
I
just
must
you
admit.
getting crushed by shit all over the place. I mean, we crushed one of the assassins. Did we have we crushed two assassins
One-eyed
too?
jaw or something like that.
Nearsighted
Jigo.
Jigo?
Yeah, that's close.
One-eyed
Jigo
jaw? Omelet?
Far-sighted Tango and nearsighted Jigo.
I was really close, to be fair. I am an expert.
I don't know
I'm
if you were close at all.
I'm an expert in the way of words, okay?
Yes, that is undeniable.
100%.
I must admit, it's a fascinating spectacle of a death, if I do say so myself. If I do say so myself. I kept trying over and over to see if there was anything I could do.
I bet there's something you can do now.
Huh?
If we work together, you and me.
Sissel, you think so?
I don't plan on letting anybody die in front of me tonight. Do you think you could help me?
Of course! Naturally!
So, we're going to drop that Mino thing in a different spot. Okay, let's try it. Let's go back again to 4 minutes before.
Now, this might not be a bad point to stop.
This might not be a bad place. To
Yeah.
stop.
I wanted
Before
to
the
get
actu-
us. I wanted
before the actual
the puzzle, yeah.
Right.
Because there's
this
going to be
could
puzzle, and then there's going to be exposition after, too.
Exposition,
Yeah. And this actually, and it was a football.
It was a football. That's such a good twist. Again, Missile coming back, fucking top Pomeranian. So good.
Adding a game mechanic near the end of the game.
Yeah.
It's very, very funny.
Yeah. Starting off, art for this week, Sonia with, no, I left Missile at home. Did something happen to him? Missile, the consumer.
Missile has become power.
That's so good.
Missile.
The Nine-Tails Pomeranian.
Yeah. Oh shit. That's good. Fuck, the Nine-Tails Pomeranian. I love that. This is great, Sonia. Thank you. This is really cute. Young Edgeworth and Camilla giving a high five. It's really great.
Hey.
It's super cute. Thank you. This is Witch Towers. Listen here, you little shit. It's so good.
It's just like Ghost Sissel ready to make the meme.
Amelie.
It's my name is Amelie.
Your name is Omelet.
Amelie.
Get over it.
Yo, real talk. Like if I was to ever have a daughter, now I want to name her Amelie and nickname her Omelet. I think that's really cute. Like high key. I think that's actually really cute.
You should never have parent.
Oh, I should never have parents.
You should never have parents.
Retroactively get rid of my parents. Damn. Sorry, mom and dad. This is, I believe, Dessert Boy Man with another amazing embroidery work of adding Sissel to their jacket, which is fucking awesome.
It's pretty solid.
It's so good.
Jacket's gonna get
Like it's genuinely like a really cool. I would put that on my fucking clothes. So this kicks ass. Also, dope ass jacket. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yen with this amazing Edgeworth, or no, sorry, Van Zeeks as
Van Zeeks as
the woman in
the
red.
wife.
Yeah. Pray forgive the discourtesy. Also,
I like
shit.
the rat's tail is on fire.
Yeah, I
And
just
the
noticed it's Chinosuke.
little
Holy
Chinosuke
shit.
with the flaming tail.
That's so good. I love this. Tsunaira in loving memory of the fucking rat.
Hey, according to the game, he's apparently just unconscious.
Yeah, didn't die. There was no core.
There was no core. Because he said he's not going to let anything die in front of him tonight.
No,
right,
so if that rat had died, we would have gone 4 minutes back to stop ourselves from killing it.
Yeah, that would have been really funny if there was a puzzle where you had to stop yourself from an accident.
I really wonder how that would happen. Can you go back and stop yourself from murdering something?
I mean, I guess hypothetically what we're about to do in the game is that, but we didn't. I mean, that was Missile's choice. We just showed up. Well, here's one more. Gnomes did of instead of sizzle, it's sizzle.
This is more like sizzle.
Hey, Sizzle, your head smells like burnt cheese.
Are you cooking Are you cooking cheese in a pan?
I can't smell, so I assume that's what you do.
Wait, you can't smell, but you know how things get cooked.
No, I don't.
Zach, don't fight this fight.
Okay. Oh god. We'll do the Chrono Wizard one because I've got this pulled up. Oh shit. Mama, you better scramble like an egg before you get folded like an amelie. That's so good. Also, like real talk, the art and shading on Amelie is really good, Chrono Wizard. Thank you. And lastly, this quick animation made by Gnomes. We'll press it on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Jared, could you read number 23 for the class? No, I cannot.
What up? I'm Jared. I'm 19. I never fucking learned how to read.
I love that clip. Well, folks, that is going to do it for another Ghost Trick with an actual alert. Again, if you like this, you can catch this and many more on twitch.tv/SaveDataTeam. And if you'd like to support us, we'd really appreciate it. Head over to patreon.com/SaveDataTeam. Throw us a couple bucks. And hey, I haven't mentioned it in a while because I normally do it during the Pokemon streams. But if you want to catch more of Jason, go over to twitch.tv/TheGreen8Ball. Plays a lot of Fire Emblem. So go check that out.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I play.
I mean, pretty soon you're going to be playing Midnight Sun. Full Let's Play.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
But folks, until then, get Ghost Tricked.
Get Ghost Trick. Good night, y'all.